Let's do 5 scary things that will happen if the grid goes down. No more running water. You won't be able to run the dishwasher or the washing machine anymore. Nor would you be able to take a shower, run the bath, flush your toilet, or even fill up the sink. Cell service would cease to exist. Your phone still may work after a grid down, but it's honestly not going to do you much good if you aren't able to use cell service or the internet, unless you have those survival guides and videos previously downloaded. Gasoline would be gone. This is a big one. Gasoline is going to become one of the most precious commodities once people are unable to get more of it at the gas stations. Everything from cars to motorcycles to ATVs to generators all run on gasoline. We've all seen those post-apocalyptic movies and TV shows where literally thousands of cars are sitting around useless and abandoned by the side of the road. Well, that really won't be all too far from reality. No more supply trucks. When the supply trucks stop, no stores or restaurants are going to get resupplied. It's not that it matters much anyway, because those stores and restaurants are going to be looted and abandoned. Last but not least, all the stores would close. As was just mentioned, without resupply, the stores and restaurants are most certainly going to be shut down. The only real question is, when will the looting begin?
Oh yeah, these Americans about to be humbled, man. All right, shalom, shalom. Kohalor, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. It's the brother Abal Gabar from the Camp Prophets in Babylon, Tampa, Florida. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who do indeed teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity. When the grid goes out, all right, and they've been talking a lot about, you know, the grid failing. We understand that they want to bring in a new system. Okay, and with a new system means a new grid. They want to link everybody to the digital world, so to say. Okay, the internet of all things. All right, but you saw the post-production video. It's titled 5 Scary Things That Will Happen After the Grid Goes Down. All right, and the first one he went into was there would be no more running water. Okay, so the luxuries that these Americans have, you know, these Babylonians here in Mystery Babylon the Great, also known as America, you know, especially these damn Edomites, you know, proud to be Americans, you know, that their luxuries are about to be stripped from them overnight, man. Okay, like when people here in Florida, when they hear about a hurricane, people panic and they start panic buying. You know, next thing you know, the stores are empty within, you know, 2 days before the hurricane hits, because people are panic buying. Well, people about to be panic buying soon, man, but it's going to get to the point where there's going to be no more food, no more water. It's going to lead to utter chaos, man. The reason why these Americans are so sane and like zombies is because they have food in their stomach, man. We coming into a time where these people about to be hungry, man. And they gonna start eating each other, man. Cannibalism is coming back. Right? We've been hearing about blackouts, and ultimately this is gonna take place, man. You know? So let's get into the scriptures, man. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 24. It says, at that time, what time? The time of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30:7. This is end time prophecy we're about to see, man. And the Lord's about to send plagues upon this place known as spiritual Egypt. Just like he sent plagues upon ancient Egypt, the Lord's going to send plagues upon America. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So when all hell breaks loose in this world, especially here in America, friends are going to be fighting each other like enemies, man. Friends. Guys that have known each other for years and years, 10, 20 years, they're going to be killing each other, man. So how much more, if friends are going to be fighting like enemies, how much more just regular people, just the everyday person you see that are not friends? It's going to be blood in the streets, man. The love of many shall wax cold. It says, friends shall fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Right? Because when the grid goes out, you know, if they were to do an EMP or just shut the grid off, the water goes with it, man. All right, so the springs of the fountain shall stand still. Ain't gonna be no running water. You know, electricity, the power is gonna go out. And this is the times we entering into, man. It's gonna get real uncomfortable, man, but the Lord is gonna be with his elect. Like the scriptures say, then shall it be known who are my chosen. Because the Lord is going to be with his chosen, starting with the 144,000, okay, of the 12 tribes of Israel, which the 12 tribes of Israel today make up of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the Israelites. And the Lord is only dealing with Israel. So in this time, you know, if you're not an Israelite, primarily of the elect, it's not looking good. And that's what we're hoping to be. Because it's going to get real bad, man. Right now, I want to fast forward to something he said real quick.
Let's do 5 scary things that will happen if the grid goes down. Sync. Cell service would cease to exist. Your phone.
Cell service would cease to exist. Right, so there goes your internet. Which we know, according to Bible prophecy, Amos 8:11. There's going to be a famine of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which the words of the Lord are being heard primarily via the internet. You know, these words, even this lesson I'm doing right now concerning Bible prophecy, is going to the 4 corners of the earth by way of the WWW, the World Wide Web. So, pursuant to Amos 8:11, it says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay, and how is that going to come? Because they're going to shut this internet down. They're going to censor it beyond belief. They're going to shut it down. Phone service is going to be out. Ain't going to be no more OnlyFans and selling feet pics for these women, man. All right? And ain't gonna be no more videos going out. You know, that's why you got to get this truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding right now while you still have time. While these videos are going out, get the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding while you still have time. All right, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh and shall not find it. Yeah, they're going to be trying to find the videos, find the prophets, and hey, you ain't gonna be able to find it. It's gonna get so bad out here, people gonna be killing each other, man. And if you ain't got no phone service, you ain't gonna be able to call 911. All right, and that's the times that we entering into. All right, you ain't gonna be able to call 911 to come save you, man. If you don't have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, it's not going to be good, man. 2 Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And woe means great destruction, because great death and destruction is coming to this land of America and the world, but primarily here in America, man. It's going to be a lawless society, man. You know, Absalom 0412, he said, rumor has it Edom may pull the plug on the power grid this summer. Hey, Lord willing. Lord willing, they've been talking about it for what? Going on 2-3 years, really heavy. You know, I'm sure they was talking about it before that, but real heavy. You've been seeing it in the news articles about the power grid failing. You know, it's getting weak. The infrastructure is weak. We need to bring in a new infrastructure. But we know it's all part of the agenda to bring in their new system, man. Their one world government, one world order. So this is going to take place, all right? And when it does, it's not going to be a pretty sight. Because it's going to get to the point they ain't going to stock the food no more. Like you heard in the post-production video, he said, you know, the last thing is, well, there goes the trucks. When the power grid goes out, there goes the trucks. Ain't no more truckers going to be delivering food. Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay, so it's going to be great death and destruction. The modern day sword is the guns. And all these Americans got guns, man, especially these Edomites. And the Lord said he's going to set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. So yeah, you're going to have, you know, race wars. You're going to have the you know, the Proud Boys coming up against, you know, the other groups or whatever. But you're going to have these damn Edomites going at each other too, man. Killing each other, breaking into each other's houses, eating each other. All right, jumping down to verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So people ain't gonna have pity on their neighbors, man. It's gonna be, if you got it and I don't got it, I'm coming to take it. If you got something I need right now at this moment and I don't have it and I need it, I'm coming to take it, even if I gotta take your life. That's the mentality these people are gonna be in. It says they shall destroy their houses with the sword. People gonna be breaking into people's houses. It says, and spoil their goods, robbing all their goods because of the lack of bread. There ain't gonna be no more food. So ain't no more food. You know, if you at a house, you know, let's just picture this real quick. You got an Edomite. He got a house. He ain't got too much food. But when he run out of food, whose house you think he going to? He's going to his next door neighbor. He's gonna kick in the door with his sword, spoil all the goods, and, you know, might take your woman, take your children. So this is a time of Jacob's trouble, man. A time of trouble is coming upon this earth. But like I said, the Lord is going to deliver his elect. All right, it says, behold, and for great tribulation. All right, so there's going to be a time of tribulation, man. All right, now let me go ahead and play this real quick.
Still may work after a grid down, but it's honestly not going to do you much good if you aren't able to use cell service or the internet, unless you have those survival guides and videos previously downloaded. Gasoline would be gone. This is a big one. Gasoline is going to become one of the most precious commodities once people are unable to get more of it at the gas stations. Everything from cars to motorcycles to ATVs to generators all run on gasoline. We've all seen those post-apocalyptic movies and TV shows where literally thousands of cars are sitting around useless and abandoned by the side of the road. Well, that really won't be all too far from reality. No more supply trucks. When the supply trucks stop, no stores or restaurants are going to get resupplied. It's not that it matters much anyway, because those stores and restaurants are going to be looted and abandoned.
All right, you heard that? Ain't gonna be no more trucks filling up these stores with food and water. When shit hits the fan, when it's that time, it's gonna be chaos on this earth, man. The Lord is gonna show his judgments like a time like never before, man. We read about the history of, you know, the captivities that Israel went through and got delivered from. The Lord sent plagues on ancient Egypt. This is going to outdo that. 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 22, it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So your Walmarts, Publix, ShopRites, whatever your local grocery store is going to be found empty in that day. Ain't gonna be no more food in the stores, man. But like Isaiah, and the scriptures in Isaiah says what? My servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. The ones that are serving the Lord, the ones that fear the Lord truly and give praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and that do the will of the Lord, you know, feeding the sheep, studying, praying, these individuals are going to be safe. The Lord's going to make sure that you eat in a time of famine. Scriptures say at famine, at death and destruction, thou shalt laugh. Lord say he will deliver thee from the famine. All right, because there is going to be a famine too. Ain't going to be no more food, man. All right, and then, you know, when you might have no more food for a certain period of time, and then they might bring the new grid back up. But they're going to say, look, if you want to enter into any of these stores that has food, you're going to have to take the Charagma. You're going to have to take that RFID C-HIP. All right? You're going to have little smart cities established. But for the most part, everything's going to be shut down. All right? Let me go here real quick. The book of Isaiah 24:10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. And what's the city of confusion? America. Mystery Babylon the Great is being broken down from the inside out. And it's a gradualism. This place is falling every day. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in. Right? The business is going to be shut down. You saw a little glimpse of that during the C19, the scamdemic. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets. And this wine represents answers, wisdom. All right, people are going to be crying for, seeking answers. What's going on? How are we going to, and the prophets have been here letting you know what to do. But it says there's a crying for wine in the streets. It says all joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the mirth is the joy, the happiness. All right. It says all joy is darkened. The party and bullshit spirit, that's going to be out the window, man. It says, and the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. You know, this time is going to be a time like never before on earth, a time of trouble. Let's go there real quick. Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. So it's going to get so bad that the Lord is going to send Michael the archangel to help the Israelites. It says, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So deliverance is coming. Through this terrible time, there is going to be a great deliverance. It's not, oh, everybody's going to die. We're all going to die. No. You have an elect. There's an elect that the Lord is going to deal with, feed, give shelter to during this time of tribulation. The Lord is going to make a way out of no way, man. All right. So, yeah, just a quick lesson, man. Not going to make this too long. You know, we entering into the time of Jacob's trouble, but through that, the Lord is going to deliver his elect. All right, when the grid goes out, hey, that's when shit hits the fan, man. All right, so, hey, Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakodash. Till next time I say Shalom.